questions and resuming debate. Reprise de débat. The honourable member for Dufferin-Caledon.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. What we're witnessing today is an attempt by the NDP to stop our confidence motion on the NDP leader's words. So what we're seeing today is a continuation of the meltdown by the NDP and NDP members because of our confidence motion that uses the NDP leader's words that purport to stand up for unions and the union's right to strike. We actually saw a terrible meltdown last week as the NDP had to continue to prop up this government. NDP members are clearly frustrated and upset that their sellout leader continues to do this. In fact, they charged a Conservative member's seat.
One moment. I have a point of order. The honourable for Victoria.
The member well knows that he's not allowed to use unparliamentary language. This has been ruled on before. I would ask the member to apologize and withdraw.
Standing order.
I'm sorry, I must have missed what the honourable member has said, so I will get the information and come back to the House. Again, if the honourable members, when they rise, if they can say what standing order that they're rising on, that'd be great. The honourable member for Dufferin-Caledon.
Well, Madam Speaker, we're continuing to see the meltdown. Now they're melting down to interrupt my speech because they're unhappy with the fact that the NDP leader continues to prop up a corrupt Liberal government. Now, there was a time when they had an NDP leader that stood up against corruption. Former NDP leader Jack Layton brought down a corrupt Liberal government as a result of the corruption they were engaging in. Now, unfortunately, what we see is an NDP party that supports the continued ongoing corruption. Corruption in the Green Slush Fund. We've now seen corruption in the CEBA business loans. And very obviously, some members are...
I have another point of order. The honourable member for Elmwood Transcona. Edmonton. Yes.
Understand.
Edmonton Transcona.
Madam Speaker, what we are debating today is women's access to reproductive rights, and I don't see the relevance that this member has to date with regards to his speech.
Yes. So the honourable member, again, I would ask members to quote the standing orders, but again, there is some latitude in what members during their speeches, and I'm sure that the honourable member will be relating the relevance of what he's saying to the speech. I just want to make sure that members know that they're supposed to be doing the speech on the matter that is before the House. I see there's another member writing on the point of order. The honourable for Victoria.
On the first point of order that I raised, Standing Order 18 talks about disrespectful or offensive language. The member said sellout leader.
The honourable members, I am the chair here, and I will listen to what the honourable member is saying. She's quoted her standing order. She wants to add additional information to that point of order. I will hear it. As I indicated, we're checking right now to see what was said. Obviously, it's caused a disturbance, and I would ask members to not use certain languages that they know will cause a disturbance, and then that way the House can rise smoothly. Does the honourable member for Victoria want to continue, or?
Disrespectful or offensive language, that the Standing Order 18 says no member shall speak disrespectfully of members in this House.
Exactly what the standing orders indicate, that members should not be using words that are disrespectful, and so therefore I'll allow the honourable for Dufferin-Caledon to continue, and I would hope that members will respect the rules of the House. so that we can function properly here in the House. The honourable member for Dufferin-Caledon.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The meltdowns continue. It's now the third interruption of my speech as I put to the members their uncomfortableness with how their leader is forcing them to continue to prop up this corrupt Liberal government, and how afraid they are of the Conservative confidence motion with respect to the NDP leader's own words. And I understand why they're so afraid. The Halifax the Halifax International Longshoremen's Union said on Monday.
Sorry, I have another point of order. The honourable member for Victoria.
The standing order, it's in the House of Commons Procedure and Practice, Chapter 13, talks about when the members impute motives to other members in this House, also personal attacks made when a member's motives are being maligned. I think the member needs to apologize and withdraw as well.
Here, here.
Sorry, on the point of order, the honourable member for Dufferin-Caledon.
I'm not maligning anyone's intent. I'm just clearly stating what their intent is. There's no malice in that. So I don't see the relevance of this point of order.
Back to the honourable for Victoria.
I do not need male MPs to tell me in this House what my intentions are. And in fact, we are not allowed in this House to assume the intentions or motives of other members.
Here, here.
I would ask him.
Order. Again, I would just ask members to please be respectful to each other. This is becoming to be the fact that members choose not to respect the rules of the House is very problematic. And so I would just ask members to please be respectful to each other and to maybe think about the words they're going to use and maybe rephrase them so they're more acceptable in the House. Again, I believe that some of what is being said is more of a point of debate. And so at this point, I'm still looking into the matter that was brought forward. I will come back to the honourable members in a few minutes. In the meantime, the honourable member for Dufferin-Caledon can continue his speech.
Well, Madam Speaker, if the NDP is uncomfortable with my words, perhaps they'll listen to the Halifax International Longshoremen's words, who said on Monday the NDP has the opportunity to reinforce that they will not bring in back-to-work legislation by supporting their own leader's words. And this is why we're here having this debate to try and prevent our confidence motion. This is why NDP members continue to interrupt me. They're increasingly uncomfortable with the fact that they will have to have a confidence vote on their leader's words and how this Liberal government took away workers' rights to strike. They're trying to avoid this by bringing a procedural motion that normally is not brought on an opposition day. They've done this for the purpose of avoiding a confidence vote. And as such, Madam Speaker, to prevent further meltdowns, I move, seconded by the member for Hastings, Lennox and Addington, that the House now to orders of the day.
Sorry. Member for Edmonton Strathcona rose on a point of order. The honourable member was already reading his motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the motion forward. I will listen to the point of order after when we reconvene, after we've dealt with the motion. So again, I have a motion on the floor. Both of them were done at around the same time. The honourable member had already started his moved the motion, so I'm going to go through the motion and then I will come back to the point of order at the appropriate time. Mr. Seaback, seconded by Ms. Cramp Newman, move that the House do now proceed to orders of the day. Si un député participant en personne.
If a member participating in motion.
The House Leader. The Honourable Government Deputy House Leader, yes. I had it right.
Recorded vote. A recorded vote.
Call in the members.
Anyone else?
The table will now compile the results of the vote.
Yeas pour 146, 146. Nays contre 171, 171.
I declare the motion defeated. The honourable member for Edmonton Strathcona, I don't know if she still has a point of order. I said that I would come back to that. The honourable member for Edmonton Strathcona.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I was simply wanting to bring up the issue of relevance with the Conservative member's speech, but of course the Conservatives have now taken 45 minutes to do everything possible to stop talking about women's health.
So again, violence. The honourable member has decided not to do that. So the honourable